All right, today we're gonna look at the Disney World churros for the Christmas season, which I'm not gonna lie, there are 3 amazing ones at Magic Kingdom and 1 not so amazing one at Epcot. Follow along, check them out for yourself. All right, here we are outside of the refreshment cart, which has churros. It also mainly has the Mickey pretzels, but this is the cinnamon and sugar spice churro, which has some sort of white vanilla syrup on it, and then red and green and white, like they look like little stars on there. And then it comes with a cup of eggnog. That's delicious eggnog. It's actually not that thick either. This will be interesting to try to do like a dip with, but let's just try the churro all natural. There it is. Which, the way they cook the churros, they're frozen, but they just lay them on one of those conveyor belts that slowly just flips them through. I had a churro last night that was burnt. I don't know how. That conveyor system should work, you know, pretty perfectly. Nice coated with cinnamon and sugar on this one, but they're coated individually, and the secondary one doesn't have a lot, just unique. That was the Dulce de Leche one I didn't like from the Mexico pavilion. The churro's delicious. Cinnamon, sugar, nicely cooked, a little bit of a crunch. And the flavored vanilla syrup is nice with it. But let's do a little dippy into the eggnog. It's a nice combo. The eggnog's creaminess kind of tones down a little bit of the extra sugar. Even though the eggnog's a little sweet, it's a good combo. This is probably the best executed churro I've had at Disney World. I usually don't like them. The eggnog's good. All right, cinnamon sugar churro with eggnog. I'm gonna give that a very solid 3.5. That was pretty good.
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must be...
Okay, here we are in the Magic Kingdom. Just went to Westward Ho because I'm so stoked that for once we're actually getting unique churros, which normally doesn't happen for Walt Disney World. So this is the Chip and Dale's Christmas Churro, which is a gingerbread churro, which that already had me because that's so unique. And then also has a apple pie filling, chocolate chips, and then these little maple leaves. So I'm gonna just pick up a whole honking thing here. Okay, this is not a bad thing. It's gonna sound like a knock. It's not a knock. The apple is McDonald's apple pie filling, which I love, because I remember when you could get McDonald's apple pies 2 for $1. What a steal. They're still only $1, so it's still a good deal, but when you can get 2 for $1, I'm like, what is in these things? Like, how do they even make them for that cost? So the apples, it's got that syrupiness and then bright apple flavor, and then there's also this looks more, I'm sure it's probably the same exact thing as the eggnog one, but it almost looks more like fluff.
It's marshmallow.
Yeah, like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
And then lots of cinnamon. Lots of cinnamon on there. Our churro game is getting so upped. Little shaken Jamaican. Sadly, I just was thinking about it. I'm gonna move this for a second. It's maybe the last time I'm on Splash Mountain. There's gonna be this trip before it gets a refurb and it becomes Tiana Frog Mountain, or whatever it ends up getting called. Chip and Dale Christmas Churro, very good. I'm giving that a 3.7. Definitely would get it again.
Chip and Dale. Oh, there's space down. We'll go down first.
Oh, yeah.
There's stuff by the tree.
Thank you so much.
You're walking into it.
Oh, it looks so cute. I love that. Very cool.
Snowman.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. Looks awesome. Okay. Just went to normally just a popcorn cart, but now they have a limited holiday churro. This is the Churro Worth Melting For, which has the same vanilla topping that we see everywhere, but then also has a little melted Olaf for a dipper. So I'm guessing the same exact style, but it might be more marshmallowy fluff, which I'm hoping for. Cinnamon sugar standard churro with the vanilla on top, and then a little bit of blue sugared icing. Behind me is Pete Silly Circus, certified flying trash over there. Churro looks good. This is really good. I like that the creaminess of that, whether it's a marshmallow or a vanilla topping slash syrup, just balances out all that sweetness with a little bit of rich creaminess. It's kind of like the way ice cream, when you have that a la mode with a pie, kind of just breaks things up. So Olaf dipping sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna go like a, it's not fluff because it's too thin to be fluff. Like, I'll show you a dip. It's too thin to be fluff. You know, see? Like, fluff wouldn't drip like that. And then it's got that Olaf carrot nose in there. I'm gonna finish this whole churro. I'm loving this churro. All the Disneyland people I've been hanging out with straight up told me that basically our churros are still trash. This is way better than what we had. Way better than Sunshine Churros, which is atrocious. All right, Churro Worth Melting For. It's good, 3.4. All right, here we are in Epcot, Festival of the Holidays, Las Posadas Holiday Kitchen. This is the horchata margarita, which has Casa Noble Blanco tequila, which, no, Casa Noble is not them. Casa Amigos is George Clooney's. I don't know who Casa Noble is. Actually, you know what? I think it might be La Cava's. Is that La Cava's?
I think it is.
I think it's La Cava's. Corn whiskey, horchata rum, agua de horchata, and then a hint of cinnamon infused mezcal. So this might be even a little bit smoky too. It's very spicy. It's almost like a cinnamon schnapps spice. The cinnamon's very overpowering and it's not very creamy, and I think that's probably because it's on the rocks, which is watering it down a little bit. If they would have, I wouldn't recommend shaking it, but they should pre-make this and just refrigerate it. I think would be a better scene. It's good, it's just not, it's not what I was expecting. It's good, it's just not what I was expecting. All right, horchata margarita, 2.2. And then, so in WDW world, we stink at churros, and now we're trying to get into the churro game with fancy stuff. This is the Dulce de Leche Churro, but it's not just like some dumb, boring, we threw sugar on top of a churro and are pretending that this is a fancy one. This is actually Dulce de Leche filled and then sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. That is so hard. I almost shattered my teeth on it. A lot of sugar though. And then cinnamon sugar is good. I don't think I even got a dulce de leche part because it still feels very dry inside. Hang on. I'm gonna break into this thing. It's not that filled, really. I'm like in the middle of it now. Huh. I'm not a fan. It's overcooked, it's like burnt. Actually, if you look on the side, that is super, super burnt. We stink at churros 1.1. Bleh.